100 roaring engines riding steel. Hearts gleaming in the sun, we're riding steel. The rubber hits the road, I'm done doing what I'm told. I'm doing what I want, riding steel. Leather on my back and the wind in my face. I'm one with the highway and with the human race. This iron horse will separate the bull from what is real. It's the nature of the beast, we're riding steel. It's the nature of the beast, we're riding steel. We're riding steel.
When I was young, I worked my granddaddy's farm. I worked hard for the promise of the land and the life. Now I've been locked out, the American dream. Well, we sold off the tractor, we sold off the land. I moved to the city and I got myself a wife. Now I've been locked out, the American dream. My son's being raised by some other kids' folks. Yeah, I've been locked down, the American dream. Well, you can't save a nickel and still pay the rent. The banker holds the key, down payment 20%. Yeah, I've been locked down, the American dream.
Good morning and welcome back to Ridin Steel. I'm here with Wendy Gallant and Todd Sanders. We're in the parking lot of Fort Andros in Brunswick, Maine for Stoney's 35th annual memorial ride. It was formerly known as the Lobster Run, but now that his best friend Grizz has taken it over, he changed the name. And but everything else is the same. Bikers are gathering just to ride to Booth Bay, have fun, and if they choose to have a lobster, they can do so, or buy a t-shirt. But there's no demands, no registration fees. It's just a bunch of buddies getting together, and it's going to be a great day.
Nice, nice. So anything that they do raise, because donations I'm sure they're taking, does the money go for?
It's going towards the Colby Foundation this year, and we're going to learn more about that. It has something to do with children, infants, in fact, that have passed away, and the money goes to assist the families. So it's a local organization receiving help from people that they probably wouldn't receive help otherwise. So yeah, there are people who travel many, many miles to come to this ride. And as the reputation builds again, that it's going back to the old traditional ways, I really believe that it will grow to the thousands once again.
Yes.
And I think Booth Bay, for the most part, there's always going to be people that, a large gathering motorcyclists coming through their community is always going to be a little disturbing, and we certainly can understand that. But Booth Bay was always very receptive from every interaction that I have people down there as far as Stoney bringing the ride down there. So hopefully, be able to create that rapport again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Todd, I'd like for you to get together with Grizz and Wendy. You're always inquisitive with your questioning.
I know I'm biting my tongue. I have so many questions I want to ask you right now. But
go ahead, ask one.
I'll wait.
Ask one. I'll let you ask one.
One? Okay. Do they raise for different fund each year?
Well, that's the thing. In the past, when Stoney first started this, he went from Make a Wish to cerebral. Cerebral palsy? And then he ended up with the Maine Children's Cancer Program for many years, up to the day he passed, or the year that he passed. And so now that Grizz has taken it over. He's trying to bring it back to the way it was, but he did change the recipients. That's it.
In the Colby, I have had the opportunity to talk to representatives from the Colby Fund before. We've done some bike nights and raised money for some families who have lost children, young children, and it's really the support they provide for families is truly impressive. So it's a great cause.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that is, how they do that, how they approach that.
Is that a local
what kind of
thing,
support?
a national thing?
It's a local
It's
thing.
local. It's,
Okay.
it's in this area. Right.
And Colby must be after a
That I
child's
don't
name,
know,
perhaps.
But, yeah.
There's my inquisitiveness.
So it's a beautiful, warm day today. One of few that we've had this year. I can count them on both my hands on the really nice, warm days, T-shirt riding weather. So this is very pleasant. I'm looking around, and you know, a lot of people are starting to show up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so stay tuned. Todd and Wendy will be right back with more interviews with some very interesting. Please consider helping John and Linda Gregoire's vision for Hope JG become a reality, and join us for the ALS Ride 2016 in memory of Robert York. This ride takes place out of Raven's Roost on 103 Pleasant Street, Brunswick, Maine on June 26 at 11 a.m. Join us for Marley's Ride Sunday, May 15, 2016 at Pepper's Bar and Grill in Winthrop, Maine, and help support the Julie Kluge Camp for Girls. On June 4th, it's the 8th annual Chris Collin Ride, which takes place out of Bentley Saloon in Arundel, Maine. Please go to www.ridinsteel.com for details.
Okay, with me, I got Grizz to my right, and then I'm going to pass the mic off to Wendy. But Grizz, first annual, 35th run that we've done that's happened here. But
It's considered the first Memorial run.
Memorial run. So it's 35th time that people have gathered here to make this run.
But it's a reborn. We're rebirthed. It's Stoney's Memorial Run. This is going to be a Memorial Run from till I pass on, or until it passes on to someone else. You know, but we're going to keep it going. We're going back to Stoney's old route, and we're going back to the co-op. But now it's called the Booth Bay Lofter Wharf. You know, and I think it's going to turn out really good today. We got a beautiful day.
You can't ask for better weather. And I think that was one of the charms of the ride all along, was that it was just people gathering, faces that you often don't see. I mean, it can go a year before you see some people that show up for this ride.
Very true.
Whereas other rides, you see the same faces over and over again. But I think, do you need to get that, or are we okay?
Put it on my back.
But it was always something special making the ride down to Booth Bay. What made you, or made it possible for that to return to Booth Bay?
This past probably 4 months, I've been going down to Booth Bay, and I got a good friend, Martin Page, down here. He lives down in East Booth Bay, and he been telling me all the people in Booth Bay have been missing us, been seeing us, and a lot of people are telling me that it's not Stoney's Lobster Run anymore, and I'm like, well, you got to remember, Stoney's passed. It's going to be 6 years, August 22nd, you know, and that's why I'm doing a memorial run to him. He's my best friend, man. I got something here to show you.
I know what this is. I already know what it is.
See this here? This is my father's ashes, and these are Stoney's ashes. You know, see that? Those are the ashes of my two best friends, my dad and Stoney. And he's not gonna be riding with me till I'm gone. You know, I promised my dad that, and I told Stoney I'd do that. So we're just gonna keep it going. And I mean, we're not gonna be having any numbered shirts. I don't want to do the numbers. I just want to have a good time, a safe ride, and make some money for the Colby Fund.
And I'm going to pass the mic on Wendy and let her talk about the Colby Fund. I know a little bit about the Colby Fund. I had the opportunity to meet Tammy at a bike night. So what made you choose the Colby Fund as the charity?
I wanted to switch it around. I talked to the people up at Barbara Bush Children's Hospital last year, and I says, I might be going different funds. I want to try something, but I want to keep it in the state of Maine. And Tammy, I helped her last year doing stopping the crosswalks for the people walking. It was September?
October.
October, okay. It was pretty cool that day.
Third Sunday in October.
Not cool today.
No, it's beautiful today. You can tell, right? She told me all about it, and I'm like, let's try this. I mean, it's to help parents of children, okay? And I think it's a good thing. I mean, I don't know how long it's been going. What, you said 15 years? Mm-hmm. So, and how long you been doing it? About 10?
15.
You've been doing it, so you started it. You started it. So, I wanted to try something different. As long as it's staying, I wanted to keep it in Maine. You know, we always take care of each Maine that takes care of each other. you know, and I think that's the way it should be. I might bounce back and forth here and there, but it's always going to be what Stoney wanted for kids.
Great. And, you know, we got about an hour to go. I'm going to let you go because I know you got a lot on your mind, but it looks like there's a good group of bikes riding in. I think it'll just get bigger and bigger each year, and I think you've done a great job pulling it together.
The Bay Lobster Wharf guy is going to help me out too. John Story. I can't thank all my sponsors. You know, I got Montsuig Roadhouse, Club 737. I mean,
are they all on the back of the shirt?
They're all on the back.
We'll get a picture of the back of the shirt. We'll get it on there.
I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grizz. Good luck, man.
Be safe. Thanks.
I'll pass the mic off to you now.
So I have with me Tammy, and Tammy is the founder of the Colby Foundation.
Co-founder.
The co-founder. Tell us what the Colby Foundation is about.
Well, the Colby Fund started after a local couple lost their son, Colby, at 32 weeks gestation. At the time, they were faced with many decisions to make with no one licensed or certified to help them do this. They had to face whether they buried, cremated, what do you do with a baby that dies? So at the time, there was nothing established. I had a lifelong dream of doing something along these lines because I had lost my son and faced the same thing many years prior. So this Colby Fund was started, and we now provide, it has many umbrellas actually. We provide labor support, we provide pre-delivery counseling, we provide a support group that meets once a month for family and friends. We have a memorial walk that happens every year to raise money. We pay for everything that's encompassed in a loss. So we pay for funeral services, grave sites, caskets, memorial markers, anything that pertains to a loss. So the families are buying cribs and diapers and not expecting to bury their child, so they don't have those finances. So the Colby Fund pays for that.
So how would one go about getting assistance from you? Do they have to? Does a family have to be nominated? Do they call you? Is there an age limit as to the child?
We pay up to age 3. Okay. So any child that dies before the age of 3, the Colby Fund pays services towards. We are usually made contact with through the hospitals or the funeral homes if, you know, it was an unexpected death, like an accident. Then the funeral homes usually notify us and ask, you know, is there any way you can offer assistance to this family? Okay. So then we just, you know, authorize the funds to be paid out. Usually most of our contacts come directly from the hospitals because they're usually moms that their child isn't going to live for whatever reason, whether it's an illness or they die in labor, or they find out before delivery that the baby has no heartbeat. So then we go in and we offer counseling and prepare them for what they're going to experience and why they have.
How many families do you feel you're helping each year on average? How many calls do you get?
On average, I say we probably help 50 families a year.
Wow,
financially.
That's one a week. That's a lot. That's a lot. So if someone wanted to have more information, I have Tammy's card here. It says you're a certified pregnancy and infant loss grief counselor. And I was talking to you off camera. I had no idea there was such a title like that and where you get your certification. But it's just something you've been doing for a long time. So they can go to www.babyalligatortears.com.
Yes.
Right? To find out more information about that. Great. And can I give your number as well?
You sure can.
And it's 400-0093, right on the card. Thank you so much, Tammy, for everything that you do. I can't imagine. It must be a heartbreaking meeting when you get that call and then you have to go and meet the family and talk with them. But thank you for being there for that, because I'm sure you're like their hope, their lifeline, and to be the one to get them through this tragedy that they have.
I don't see it as a hardship. I actually see it as a gift. I feel like I give parents the best experience and the worst outcome they could have. Yeah. So by honoring their child and giving them mementos and honoring the life of that baby that they hoped and dreamed for, then that's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for doing that. And here at Stoney's Lobster Run, we hope to raise money and awareness to the Colby Fund.
Yes,
right?
Thanks
so much. We'll be right back.
All right, well, I'm here with Sonny Thibodeau. He is one of the icons of this ride, really. For years I've been coming here and seeing this man support this ride. How you doing today, Sonny?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
This is the 35th, Sonny.
Yeah. I've been on to all of them.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
last 2 without a bike, but I went anyway.
So how you been? How you been feeling?
I've been feeling fair.
Yeah. That's okay.
Been feeling fair. I get some issues, but we'll get by.
So you're looking around here and you're seeing this parking lot filling up. How you feeling?
Well, sad, sad really, because I'm not more a part of it than what I want to be. The old man Stoney, he's up there shining down on us for sure to get this kind of a day and put this kind of a thing together. And what I'd like to do is give a great big applause for Grizz. He jumped right in here, both feet, did a heck of a job getting things lined up and people and sports sponsors. And it's just phenomenal how the biker brotherhood can bring so many people that sometimes don't even like one another, and they're shaking hands because it's a day like this.
Yeah, they put it. They put their differences aside because of the bigger picture here, right?
We're all here for Stoney.
That's right.
That's my goal anyway.
I was telling.
I hope he picks me out in the big crowd up there because.
Yeah. I'm sure he is. I was talking to Wendy and Todd earlier about, the tradition of Stoney's Lobster Run, and now called the Memorial Ride. And, it's just, it's always been wonderful to come here on the first Sunday in August and see all the bikers pulling in and all the different bikes, all the different characters that are riding them and stuff like that. And it's just, and even though you're unable to ride, you're here. You know what I mean? You're here with us, brother, and that's really great,
Yeah.
I love seeing you around.
My next run might be a wheelchair. Who knows?
Wow, speaking of wheelchairs, Phil Pelletier made it here today.
Did he?
Absolutely, he is here, and he's struggling as well with his health. And so take the time to go say hello to him, will you, and talk with him, all right?
He's the one I gave the job application to, wasn't it, for IHOP? Yeah. He took it well.
Yeah. Well, listen, Sonny, you have a great day today. We'll see you at the Lobster Wharf up there, right? You going?
Yes. You
Okay.
keep up what you're doing because you're doing it good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
See you,
Have a
buddy.
great day, Sonny.
Suzanne Smith from Bristol, Maine, and my boyfriend John Taylor from Newcastle, and you're watching Ridin Steel.
She did the Softail boogie. Softail boogie. Yeah, 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 yeah.
How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Did you have a good time?
Yes,
Oh, absolutely. Great ride.
Ride was awesome on the way in. 70 miles an hour down that interstate, just cranking along. Had to be 3, 5, 400 bikes. I don't know, but it was a great ride.
Pam, how was your ride?
Awesome.
Hey, how's it going? Did you enjoy the ride?
Awesome.
So we've made it to the Booth Bay Lobster Wharf. And when they have Todd Simmons, the owner of the place?
Yes, owned it for 9 years, and good to have the Stoneys run back.
Well, I think that's what I was going to ask you. Well, I know that's what I was going to ask you, because this was always a traditional. This is where Stoney came back when it was the co-op, and everyone looked forward to coming here, hanging out down here, beautiful Booth Bay Harbor, and the people enjoyed. Everyone that I spoke to enjoyed having the bikers come down to the community, and we're out there waving and things like that. And this really kind of felt like the old Stoney's Lobster Run, but especially being here. What precipitated it coming back here?
Well, Grizz, he come down and talked with me, you want to kind of get, the Stoneys run back on track, the way it used to be. And so I said, why not? Let's try it again and have it work out like it used to, and it's gone real well.
Good. So you're pleased?
Awesome.
Grizz is okay to work with.
He's a good man.
Yeah. Bring Grizz in since I see him standing over here.
Bill Brook. This is Tom right here.
Oh, yes, come right in. Okay, so we have Todd, and we have Grizz, and we have Tom. And I was just asking Todd, I know he's going to be beginning another chapter in his life, and he was just getting ready to tell us about that, and then we can introduce Tom with that.
Yeah, so Tom Philbrook, him and his wife Susan, are looking to purchase this by the end of August, end of this month. And so it's a good little taste this year to get under your belt on the Stoneys run. And same with Grizz, he's been awesome to work with, and it's great to have it back, Hopefully it'll continue.
Oh, we're going to keep it going.
You're right. And where will you be going after next month?
I'm going to go home and think about it for a while. And
You're going to take a break.
I'm still going to work with these guys a little bit and help them get it through the season, and hopefully everything will run great for them. And congratulations to these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to hand it back off to Todd. Okay.
So Tom, what possesses someone to want to own a lobster wharf?
Well, I was in the lobster wholesale business up in Owl's Head for 17 years, so I've had some background with that, and worked in the school systems, worked with kids and administration, so business experience, and I've been involved in athletics, coaching all my life, so it just sort of fits. My wife's been in the restaurant business for 30 years, so the whole thing just came together, and Todd and Kim have been good enough to help us get in a position that we could buy this.
So what do you think about this guy next to you?
I'm just getting to know him, and already he's great. I mean, he's been everything that everybody's told me about and more, and he's got a great heart, and he's all about people, and this has just been a great experience.
So can we say next year that Stoney's Memorial Run will be coming to whatever the name of the place?
It'll be here as long as they want to do it.
So anything you want to say before we wrap up?
No, I had a great time, guys. Thanks for everyone being safe, and bigger and better next year. Let's hope we raise quite a bit of money for the Colby Fund.
And thank you for letting us come here, and thank you for letting us continue to come here. Right. So hopefully you'll join us next year for Stoney's Lobster Run, always the first Sunday in August.
Alrighty, and now I am back with a character of sorts. You can pick him out of the crowd. No matter, I've seen you on plenty of rides. Obviously, you're standing right out. Tell me your name and why you do what you're doing.
My name is Steve Betters, and I've been doing this for a year and a half now. It was all over a lost bet from the Patriots and the Broncos playoff back in 2014 with a combat vet that I ride memorial rides with up in Bangor. And the deal was that if the Patriots lost, they were going to shave their heads bald, but it was minus 20. I wasn't going to shave my head. I'm not that courageous, so I offered to dye my beard. Knowing Brady was going to kick Peyton's, you know what? They wanted me to dye my beard orange if he lost, thinking it would be embarrassing. I said, if Brady loses, I'm going to dye it pink. Lo and behold, Brady loses. Next thing I see is my buddy's Facebook page with his bald head. I got to come through. I got to go to the dance, or I got to stay home alone.
Right.
So I said, well, my dad always said lemons in the lemonade. Take something bad, create something good. So I played with that in my head for a while, and then I got a pink poster, and I wrote on it, lemons in the lemonade. Lemon is, I lost a bet, dyed my beard pink. The lemonade is, if I got 500 likes on my Facebook page, I'd donate $500 to Barbara Bush Children's Hospital. If it should go viral and I get 1,000 likes, I'll donate $1,000. Well, I got up around 3:40, and a woman by the name of April Hawks came on my message board. Said, Steve, I like what you're doing. I want to help. She says, I've got a 4-year-old son by the name of Spencer who has leukemia and is being treated at the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital. She said, let's create a Facebook page. We'll call it Lemonade for Kids, and we'll funnel all the likes to that page. Well, I knew once I put it on Facebook, it was out there for whatever was going to happen with it. We get up around 600 and something. My wife turns to me and she says, "You know, you're going to be spending $1,000." I said, "Well, I'm pretty much aware of that now." And another guy by the name of Ben Hyder came on, introduced himself, and said he was a Microsoft-trained manager type, and he says, "I just wanted you to know that I bought the domain name Lemonade for Kids in your name."
Oh.
So I'm a .com guy. It gets scary. It really gets scary because
It just takes on a world of a life of its own.
I had no idea.
So how much money have you donated now to the Barbara
You know,
Bush?
I can't
Or
even
has
tell
been
you.
raised?
I have no idea because if you go to the Lemonade for Kids Facebook page, we've got a direct donation link to Barbara Bush. So a lot of the money that we get from that link, I have no idea. I have a friend of mine at the post office by the name of Dana de Guzman handed me a piece of paper one night while I was working one of the machines, and he says, "Here, you might be able to use this sometimes." I flip it over. It's a caricature of my face that he hand drew that night. And we since used that for our logo, along with the Lemonade for Kids. And we do the shirts and the hats and that kind of thing, and all the proceeds I get from that.
Wow, so you've got a whole branding, a whole market going.
It's starting to grow, yeah.
Isn't that something? All because Brady lost.
All because he lost.
Thank goodness
It's
for that. All
fantastic.
the attention that you're giving and raising
Well, thank
money
you.
for children and Barbara Bush and just being out all the time. People are going to ask, what is up with that guy? And so the story
You know,
continues.
When you do the eyebrows, you know they got to have the story.
Yes.
Because it's not just the beard and the hair,
That's right.
you know.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
always figured, you know, if you're going to lose a bet, don't
Lose
lose it
big.
9-9, lose it 100.
And you are doing that, Steve.
That's right.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much for doing what you're doing. And thank you for coming to Stoney's Run again.
You bet.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, we're nearing the end of the show, and Wendy and Todd, it was a beautiful day today. The ride was awesome. Stoney's Memorial Ride is growing. I believe the numbers doubled this year from last.
Oh, really? Doubled?
Oh, I believe so.
Excellent.
Absolutely. The parking
Good.
lot was full.
Yeah.
The first parking lot was full, and the other one was starting to fill in as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when both parking lots are filled, we're talking about 1,000 to 1,200 bikes.
That's
okay,
a lot.
at least.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we had about, I'm guessing, about 500 to 600 rides involved in today's ride. An awesome day. How did you enjoy the ride?
Oh, it was awesome. I liked just cruising right along like we did at that nice speed, and then we came off the highway and we went in through Richmond and Dresden Mills, and it was a beautiful ride. Everybody was cooperative and paying attention, and there was parade seekers, like Todd was saying, on the side and all along the route, so they know this route. They know it's happening. This was my first time on the ride, so it was really enjoyable, and I'm so glad I came.
Your first time ever?
Yeah.
A Stony Run
I'm a Stony
virgin.
newbie.
Yeah, absolutely. Todd, what do you think, buddy?
I think it wasn't my first ride on this run. It's my 11th.
So you're not a virgin.
I'm not, apparently. That being said, I thought it was a great ride. You know, like we were talking earlier, I was talking to Wendy. It kind of brought back the flavor. It's almost as if Stoney was here, because the ride went the route. It went about the pace that Stoney would go, because that Stoney wanted to get here. So it went about the pace that he would have gone. And like you said, people were outside waving and cheering, and cars getting on their horns and waving as we were passing them.
Great. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I want to thank you for tuning in to WPME, and I hope you'll join us each week here on Ridin Steel.